Snow continued to blanket the entire region today, causing dozens of closings and cancellations and making driving conditions less than ideal. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, snow began falling last night around 5 p.m. and started to let up here locally early this afternoon. These were the scenes across the Panhandle this morning on our VIAERO weather cameras, and as you can see, snow made its presence known. Several state highways south of I-80 towards the Colorado border were closed for a portion this morning, and across the border in Wyoming, all of I-80 west of Cheyenne was closed as well. The storm is now working its way out of the region, but Bill Boyer says a larger system could wreak even more havoc later this week. We'll have more on that later on in the newscast. And speaking of those roadways, the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office is partnering with Nebraska law enforcement to share an important life-saving reminder to keep drivers and their passengers safe. The Click It or Ticket mobilization campaign will start tomorrow and run through December 1st. During a media conference to kick off the statewide Click It or Ticket campaign at the Scottsbluff Public Safety Building this morning, Highway Safety Administrator Mark Segerstrom said this Thanksgiving holiday is one of the busiest seasons for America's roads.
It is my greatest hope that during this Thanksgiving time, when we're thinking about getting together with family, that we also share the Click It or Ticket message. And with the weather that we have outdoors here in Nebraska, it's always important, please, to buckle up every trip, every time.
Local first responders stressed the importance of wearing seatbelts, emphasizing that the majority of roadway deaths could have been completely prevented with the simple click of a seatbelt. Local agencies partnering include the Scottsbluff and Gering Police Departments, Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Department, and the Nebraska State Patrol. Well, coming up after the break, lots of snow, but we are going to have a brief respite before more works its way into the region. Bill Boyer's got your full forecast right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Lee's Heads.
When you're Arby's, you can do certain things like load roast beef and curly fries onto a sandwich. Add horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce on there. Sell them 2 for $6. And when you're Arby's, you can call it the Arbinator. Because if you aren't, Arbinator is a super strange name to just invent. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
As we look across the region tonight, we're going to be dealing with cloudy skies here across western Nebraska and southeastern Wyoming, and very cold temps. Look at those temps falling down into the single digits as we get towards sunrise for tomorrow. So storm number 1 moves off to the east. It's going to be quiet through Thanksgiving here, and then storm number 2 arrives on Friday, probably with more wind, but hopefully less snow than what we had out of this one. 41 was our high yesterday after a morning low of 29. Very chilly out there across the region. 0.18 of an inch of moisture out of the snow through midnight. We've added at least that much more since then. We're going to be on the positive side of normal for the month here once we get through this storm system. a big swath of winter storm warnings now from Minneapolis down through the Tri-Cities and in northeastern portions of Kansas. We technically have winter storm warnings out here for portions of the Panhandle. I'd be surprised, though, if these are not dropped before their 11 o'clock expiration time. Let's take a look at current temperatures, and boy, you can see where the coldest temps are sitting here in the high country of Colorado and Wyoming, where temps there are in the teens. We have 20s out here on the plains primarily, 17 in Cheyenne, 19 in Kimball and Sidney right now. Winds still kind of up there in the 15 to 20 mile an hour range, so that's dropping our wind chills all the way down into the single digits. We're above zero with wind chills right now, although that's not going to be the case overnight as this system moves off to the east. So we push this system out of here. As you can see through the evening hours, any remnant snow showers push off to the east, and they exit, leaving us with clearing skies, which is going to allow the temps to fall down into the single digits, some areas below zero tonight. Only thing that's going to keep us from getting too cold will be a few clouds overhead, and thankfully for a few of those, we're going to be able to hopefully stave off too much of the super cold temps. Now tomorrow, it's going to be primarily a sunny day, not as windy as it was today, but temps just are not going to recover that well, and we're going to have a few more clouds move in here. There's that next system. This is when we get into early Thanksgiving. You can start to see the next system clipping the area. We could be dealing with a little bit of light snow on early Thanksgiving Day here in eastern portions of our area. This area off to the east could be dealing with a little bit of some snowfall. We'll show you that here in just a moment on our extended outlook. Temperatures tomorrow only going to be in the 20s to low 30s. Snowfall over the next 36 hours going to be very light, less than an inch if anything in most locations. Most of us are going to be done with the snowfall. Now, here is storm number 1. We have it already moved out across the region. Storm number 2 is sitting in this general vicinity, and storm number 3 is going to get organized back here in portions of Wyoming. So these are the players that we're going to watch as we go through Thanksgiving and into Black Friday. Storm number 2 is really going to start to move off to the north and east and out of the region. It's barely, again, going to clip a few of our areas. It pushes out by late Thursday night into Friday morning. Now, as we get into Black Friday, here comes the next storm system. It gets itself organized, really starts to get its act together, and start to push some wraparound snow. Now, this particular forecast model has been, and all the forecast models have been trending this system a little further to the north. That's going to put that low pressure system in portions of northern Nebraska, which is going to make the wraparound snow call come into our region as well. So we will get some wraparound snow, but certainly that heavier snow is going to be just adjacent to that low pressure system, the area that we were in yesterday with this storm system. So that's going to put that heavier snow in portions of South Dakota and portions of northern Nebraska as it pushes off to the east and then out of the area. And you can see that system then moves on as that low pressure system gets wound up and then pushed off north and east. Snowfall totals. Now, right now, our forecasts are light to moderate snow for us, heavier snows in portions of South Dakota. This is the European model. Now, the American GFS model, heavier snows a little closer to us. You can see there around Lusk and down into northern portions of the Panhandle. We'll see which one of these come to fruition. Most of them forecasting light to moderate snow with us, but there's going to be quite a bit of wind with this storm system. Cold tonight, lows down around 3 tomorrow. 28 with partly cloudy skies, and then our 7-day forecast, we bring in some clouds for Thanksgiving Day, highs in the 30s. We could be skirted with a few snow flurries or snow showers. The bigger deal coming Friday with rain or snow, then snow and blowing snow. It's going to be windy with this storm system. Temps only in the 20s Saturday, 30s on Sunday. Finally, after you get back to the work week on Monday, the system's going to get lined out a little bit and get us a couple of days of reprieve with temps back into the mid-40s.
2 of the most Arby's sandwiches ever made for $6. They're big, but downing 2 is possible. You just gotta believe in yourself. I believe in you. Arby's, we have the meats.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Welcome back. A 41-year-old Scottsbluff woman convicted of selling more than 2 ounces of methamphetamine during a 2018 investigation and caught with 25 grams of meth during a 2019 bust at the Capri Motel will be spending at least half a decade in prison. Priscilla Camacho pleaded no contest to charges of possession of methamphetamine between 28 and 139 grams and distribution of an exceptionally hazardous drug. That was last week in Scottsbluff County Court, and the first charge stems from a Wing Drug Task Force investigation where she sold 62 grams of meth to a CI, and the second charge stems from an August drug bust at the Capri Motel. She faces a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison and could see as much as 50 years when she's sentenced on January 8th. Well, next week, Tecumseh State Correctional Institution is switching to 12-hour shifts for correctional employees in response to persistent staffing shortages. Director Scott Frakes says the changes will help ensure reliable staffing numbers to run the prison safely, with the new schedule to run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., with staff members working 4 consecutive 12-hour days, followed by 3 days off. Frakes was required to declare a staffing emergency at the facility to make changes under existing union contracts, as he did at the Nebraska State Penitentiary. And members of the Seroptimist International of Scottsbluff County are canceling Dancing with the Stars, their annual fundraiser for 2020. The organization, which works to improve the lives of women and girls by awareness, advocacy, and action, plans to have something new in the works for this year's fundraiser. Seroptimists say the new event will be held at the Gering Civic Center on January 25th, and more information will be released in the coming weeks. Well, coming up after the break, Chabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. She catches up with Greg Ibach right after this.
Winter is upon us, and while safety is an important consideration all year long, there are some auto maintenance and safety checks that are specific to winter driving. To be sure you don't end up a road popsicle, take your vehicle to High Tech Auto and let Terry's team help you get an upper hand on Old Man Winter.
Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do. At Renewal by Anderson, we are a local family business. Everyone from our office and project management teams to the best installers anywhere works with our owner, Andy Stelflew, to give our clients a red carpet experience every day. We're proud to carry the best windows and patio doors for sure, but most of all, we're proud to help our clients improve their lives at home with a great investment. Contact us today. We'd be proud to earn your business. Renewal by Anderson, proud of what we do.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for 2. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
USDA Undersecretary Greg Ibach was at the recent 2019 Range Beef Cow Symposium last week and discussed some of the issues cattle producers are facing, including traceability.
Traceability is a subject that the beef industry has struggled with. The pork industry, the poultry industry, even the sheep and goat industry have figured out how to move forward and have almost full traceability within their production systems. But beef, we have a different system. We have a more segmented system, and initiating traceability really rests on cow-calf producers. So we've struggled to find our path forward.
Ibach says they are working on the issue to try to help producers.
So we're in that process right now with the hope of still moving forward in a way that USDA provides some support and some participation in that cost structure, as well as building support within the cow-calf industry.
The USDA has been working with Kansas State University on traceability, and Ibach brings us up to date on where they are with the project.
And we found that there is a lot more acceptance once people start seeing how the system works and they realize that there is a system that they can use. Now, the Kansas system focuses a lot on the feeder cattle industry, which is something that the USDA is not looking to regulate at all right now. We want that still to be very much a voluntary system. But the Kansas system shows even within the feeder cattle industry there's opportunity to exchange information and build traceability.
USMCA is agriculture is waiting on, and Ibach says there are some segments of ag which would benefit from the passing of the agreement, such as the wheat industry and the dairy industry.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, the Gering City Council formally accepted the resignation of Ward 4 Representative Phil Holliday last night, thanking him for his 6 years of service to the community. Mayor Tony Kaufman says the vacancy is being immediately advertised, and interested Ward 4 residents have until December 15th to express their interest.
City Council will convene and have a special meeting in the afternoon, 5:30 p.m. on December 17th, and conduct interviews with interested members. City Council will then have another special City Council meeting on December 19th at noon and name the selection.
The successful candidate would serve out 3 years of the remaining term for the seat, which would be up for election in 2022. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.